Ayo. Alright, the tower is out. Leaderboards are out. But with all this coming out, there were some issues that came out too. Specifically, a nerf that wasn't in the patch notes. We do not know if it's intentional or not. The devs for Diablo have not said anything about it. So, if you are running a Spear of Heaven's Judgment Paladin, you may have noticed that you're having issues. So we're going to talk about what those issues are, how to fix them, and different ideas that you may be able to do going forward. Shout out to Rob, he's the one that found this information out and put it out there, so I'm just making this as a short synopsis and how I fixed it on my end to make my build work so I didn't have to make an entirely new build. So, previously before it came out, I, myself as the Judgment Paladin, cleared a 120. So I've got 125 unlocked, so I cleared a 120 pit. Now, I just cleared a tier 115 in the tower. I'll show you here on the leaderboards. I cleared it here, and I'm at 233 on Xbox. I know it's a lot lower than PC. But, as you can see, this is the build I ran, and I had to use Holy Bolt. So I'll explain what's going on with all that. So, first we have to look at the skill. So, Spear of the Heavens initially is what we're using to apply Judgment, with the final upgrade where it gains a permanent Judgment mark and remains on the battlefield. Problem with that is Judgment is no longer being applied with Spear of the Heavens to other enemies. Don't know if that is an issue, a glitch, or they're like, hey, that's not how we intended it to work, so we took it off. Now, with that being said, that means you're not getting as many judgments out there, you're not stacking that multiplicative damage with having more explosions going out, and getting that large burst damage in groups. So, how do we mitigate it? So I took the points out of Spear of Heavens, and I came up here to our basic seals. Because if we look over here at our Oaths, Judicator, your basic skills now apply Judgment. So, I went ahead and went up here to Holy Bolt, and with Holy Bolt, Enhance Holy Bolt, and Ricocheting Bolt. So, Holy Bolt now ricochets 3 additional times. So, every time you cast it, you're getting 4 judgments applied. Cast a Judgment, cast a Holy Bolt, cast a Blessed Hammer, Ignite, rinse and repeat. That has worked for me very well. I just cleared a 115 like I showed you guys. There are other options you could do. This was personally the one that I found to work the best due to I don't have to worry too much about positioning because it's going to automatically ricochet to all enemies in the area. And with the pit and you're trying to strive for time, the last thing you want to be really worried about is trying to position your attacks a specific direction when you have a lot of stuff on the ground. So, because the other option, you could use Brandish, Enhanced Brandish, and you could use either Returning Light or you could use Cross Strike. But these are both going to require you to have a position to where you're going to hit the most enemies. And since enemies are around us and not always necessarily in front of us, you're going to be playing a little more of a fighting game on where those attacks are going. If you do want to do that, by all means, you would probably get more judgments applied with this. But if you're not wanting to worry about that and you just want to be able to apply Judgment quickly, this works very well. I did not notice any drop-off. I would argue to say the only issue that I noticed running this is that I cannot stun lock a boss. So since I'm not spamming Spear of the Heavens, the stun lock ability is not being applied. So I'm not completely stun locking bosses, so they are a little more active. I can get him stunned about 3 times by the time I kill him on that 115. If you guys want to see gameplay with this, let me know in the comments. Or if you want to see general gameplay and idea on how breakdown of my build itself, let me know. Thank you all for tuning in, and go ahead and like and subscribe and to see more content. Thanks.